Hello everybody, this is Bleakborn and today I'm working on a bonsai. So while I was at Walmart today, I decided I would pick up one of these bonsai little trees that they have for a couple bucks. And I'm looking at the top and yeah, it's gonna need some work because apparently they just glue these rocks together and just set them on top to make them look like a bonsai tree. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to closer. I'm going to take this one, put it into an actual pot, new soil, and I'll clean off the roots and maybe trim a little bit while I'm at it. So let's get started. So first thing I'm going to do here is get the camera closer, and I'm just going to pull out all these rock pieces. Some of the new growth had fell off while I was checking out, so I don't know how it's going to look underneath here. But it's definitely just clumps of glued or some kind of stone to make it look like it's actually planted in bonsai material. I'm a little tall for this. Let me lower my camera. So what I'm doing is I'm just going to take all this crap out and kind of see what I'm working with here. It looks like it's also in another little pot with inside the pot, so I'll just set that aside. And now I can show you guys what it looks like. So I'm just gonna kind of feel around in the dirt to see if I can find any roots in here. And I am using this nice plastic tray from the top of a container that didn't fit, and I've been using it for a painting base. I figured I'd use it for a little bit of a mess making base today. So let's bring you up a little higher and aim you down so you guys can actually see what I'm doing. Okay, you guys don't need to see my face, you can just see my lips talking. Da 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 da. So I'm just gonna start just taking the dirt out, slowly wiggle this guy. I don't know what kind of dirt this is. It looks like coconut fiber in there, a little bit of peat moss, but it's not quite. I believe this is a ficus of some kind, but I could be wrong. I'm not an expert yet on bonsai, so I'm just gonna keep peeling this away. And I got a bucket of water over here too that'll. Oh, hey Boris, what's up? Hey, say hello to the camera. Oh. Apparently Boris is an attention hog. Yep. And that's still a Boris, but come on, keep moving, keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. There you go. So, as you can see, I'm just slowly whittling it away out of this dirt. And the roots are a lot taller than I thought, so this will make an interesting bonsai. I'll keep clearing. You can kind of start seeing the roots hanging out here. And I'll just keep clearing away. I don't really have a good rake yet, so I don't want to. I want to do as much work as I can with my fingers, which will be a little more delicate than a metal rake. But yeah, you can see pile of dirt. I guess that's pretty much most of it. I'm gonna take my water container now. I'm gonna push this over to the side. I don't know what this was. It must have been an old root. Maybe a different one. But I'll clean off all this old dirt and see what I'm working with here. The water's a lot colder than I thought it was going to be. Some old roots. Yeah, it looks like there's some old rotten roots there, probably from a little bit of root rot from sitting in a pot for too long without getting enough time to dry in between washes. But I'll keep. Okay, it looks like these roots are for that root. These little roots are for that big root. Looks like there's a couple more aerial roots here. Kind of looks like a turnip or something. Like, look at that. Or like a, I don't know, a tree ant stepping over a rock. But it'll have some interesting potential here as a bonsai. So now that I'm fairly satisfied with most of the dirt getting off the roots here, I will set my water aside and pull up my third container. Kind of just take a look at the tree. And I'll do a close up so you guys can see how the roots are looking. And it's so hard for me not to want to plant one of these in my vivarium because it'd be pretty darn cool. But I think I'd outgrow the thing pretty quick, so just set you down. So now I'm gonna take my pot. Got some dirt in it. Let's get that emptied out. So I'll take my little bonsai-ish pot, and I got a little piece of weed guard to cover that hole. I don't know how fine this soil is. I've never used this stuff before, so I don't want it falling through and making a mess if I don't have to. But we'll open it up, and it's pretty much what I expect it to be. Pretty fine. So what I'm gonna do is look into it. Looks pretty much like the picture, but I will do just a little bit on the bottom, kind of hold that area down, and then I'm gonna kind of set my tree in here and kind of think of where I want these roots to go. And how do I want it set in this pot? There's kind of an option. I could do a center set, but I feel like I'm going to offset it a little bit, and I think I'm going to put it maybe one of the corners. Or like maybe on the back. I'm going to do it at a corner. I kind of like the corner look. And then I'm just gonna comb out the roots a tiny bit more with my little fork here, just to make sure I know which ones are going to what fully. This one I probably wouldn't be able to wire at this point in its life, but just gonna kind of lay the roots flat out that direction because I kind of want the tree to kind of move that way. And, this will help with the overall size of the tree. But then I'm gonna kind of just get it in here and pour it in to a desired height. Work it into the roots here with my fork. And it'd be nice to have some fancy tools and, you know, get this all awesome, but I'm just starting the hobby myself, probably like some of you guys who are watching this video, so I don't need that yet. I'm going to show you guys how to do it with just the bare necessities, and we'll see how we go. If someone in the comments thinks that I'm doing it wrong, please tell me how and why. I would love to hear any kind of feedback since I'm still new-ish to the bonsai craft. I've definitely done a lot of research. But I really wanted a tropical indoor one, so I've been really kind of waiting for these to show up at Home Depot or something so I could really kind of do a nice, interesting bonsai with it. And for right now, I think That's kind of where I'm gonna want it. I'm gonna probably push a little more dirt into the sides, and I'm just gonna, I didn't want to do any root trimming on this one. I just really wanted to see how the roots looked before I did anything to them. And they look pretty good. And I think this will make an interesting bonsai eventually. But I'm going to have to do some good watering too, because this dirt is very dry. And it looks like it's a water intensive tree. But I'm going to call it good right there. I'm not going to do any trimming or anything. I want to make sure it likes this mix. And if it starts liking it, starts growing, then probably later this year I will do an update video where I do some chopping. But for right now, I think that is done. So this is Bleakborn. If you want to watch me do more bonsais, please like and subscribe. I'll be doing them all summer, all winter. It's one of my new tiny hobbies, one of many that I am doing. So I don't really know where I'm looking on this phone. I think it's over here. Yep. So like and subscribe. If you like this video, please leave a comment if you think I did this wrong and why and how I can fix it. I'd love to hear any feedback at all. I'm still new into the craft and I don't want to kill too many trees, or any trees at all if I can. So, yeah. Thank you guys for watching. This is Bleakborn, signing out. Not to find the button.